Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Sorry for the late start today. Welcome back to Road of Mario Kart World. This is going to be episode 7. And yeah, I don't even remember waking up today, but I'm here. So hopefully you guys having a good one. And today is going to be a special hidden course thing. Where we do the hidden courses, more or less. But yeah. In order to unlock the hidden courses in the Game Boy Advance game, you have to collect coins in the any tier of racing, and then you unlock the special hidden courses, which are essentially the Super Nintendo Cups from the 90s, which was a special edition that Nintendo added because the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart game is essentially just like the Super Nintendo game, except I would say it has a lot more differences to it. Combines elements of Mario Kart 64 as well as Super Mario Kart. Anyway, your first like goal is 100 likes. Thank you. And my brain is everywhere today. I did a late night stream last night on a game that was very important to me from the early 2000s called Gotcha Force. And that stream was almost 5 hours long, and I can't remember anything. Other than I played that game, and I did some taxes, and everything else is a blur. Like, 100% a blur. Thank you, sweetheart. Alrighty. So, it's time for Mario Kart. That's fun. I miss the little sound effects that Nintendo had when you used to start up stuff. It was fun. I can't think of... Well, no, Nintendo has sound effects now. It's the click sound with the Switch. But I miss the menu music, all kinds of stuff that used to be fun. And apparently Nintendo keeps sticking their foot in their mouth, and now they're telling people that, hey, if you can't afford the Switch 2, don't worry, we still sell the Switch 1. And it's like, oh, that's not how you do things. No, 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 no. Spanish what, honey? Spanish speaking Turbo Man. I don't think Booster is a Switch though. Switch is an amazing system. There's so much you can do with Switch. You've got new games, you've got classic games like Game Boy Advance, N64, Super Nintendo. It's non-region locked, so you can play Japanese games, Australian, New Zealand, whatever. Iceland. The Switch is a great system. The only problem with the Switch is it just didn't have the best graphic abilities, and after 2017, when we got into the mid-2020s, the system started to have performance issues. Why did it have performance issues? Well, it's because the hardware's so old. And Nintendo, another stupid thing that Nintendo did with it is they were like, okay, we're going to, what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to do this thing where the game is not going to be on the cartridge, and you're going to have to do the whole cloud service thing. I'm kind of glad Nintendo abandoned the cloud service thing, because that was stupid. The cloud service on Switch never worked. People always complained that Kingdom Hearts didn't run properly in Doom. And even if you had a great internet connection or whatever, it still was terrible. So them trying to do that, I'm glad they abandoned that, because that's a terrible idea. What they really should be doing is, like, during the first year of Switch 2, is they need to get Kingdom Hearts working on Switch 2. Like, that is 100% something they need to do. Because the whole online service, that should be my next video. My next video should be like, you need to re-release these games so they work on Nintendo Switch. Batman Arkham, Kingdom Hearts, Doom, all that stuff. That would be a video. You know I'm right, guys and gals. Getting coins. Alright, so we're gonna kick this thing off by doing Lightning Cup, getting the coins, then we're gonna go to Mushroom Cup Extra, we'll do Flower Cup Extra, and then we're gonna do another one of the other ones to get the coins. The cloud service ran fine in Japan? Well, that's because it's Japan. The internet is superior in Japan. I don't even know what they use in Japan anymore for the internet. But it's like, if you want to go to a country that has the best internet in the world, it's probably Japan. Of course, they don't like foreigners anymore, so you might have a tough time getting a work visa there now. They're going to be very, they're going to come down pretty hard on Western people. Well, because, I mean, Western people have been misbehaving in Japan, so it's a given. Now they got dudes hanging from cherry blossom trees doing push-ups or chin-ups or whatever. It's just like, dudes, can you just go to someone else's country and be respectful? How hard is that? Even delinquents have more decorum than Americans visiting Japan. Delinquents, actual delinquents in Japan, have more respect for their own country than foreigners. That's insane. You know? Like, come on, Americans, get it together. Seriously. Becoming a national embarrassment. I mean, who taught them? Well, lack of fathers taught them, but who teaches these kids to while out like this? Like, why? I haven't even been to foreign countries, like, outside of Canada, and they always taught us in school to be respectful of other cultures, other countries when you visit. I don't know what's happening. Like, why? Why are people acting like idiots? Because all they're going to do is, one, they're probably going to get arrested, and two, Japan's going to start to get very prejudiced against Americans and Europeans and stuff, when before Japan had a pretty tight relationship with other foreign countries. Like, people need to stop, like, you know, ruining shrines and stop, like, graffitiing and stop climbing on things that are not meant to be climbed on. You know, it's just weird. It's embarrassing. I don't know. I'm embarrassed by fellow Americans acting like idiots. I used to think Viners were the plague of society. Now, I don't know. I don't know. Why is Japan barring Minecraft? I don't know. What is... I have no idea what Japan thinks of Minecraft. I know Japan's gonna make it hard for people with, certain things to get into countries now, because they're... I mean, when the Japanese diet is yelling at Americans for ruining, you know, Japanese stuff, that's never good. Oh, I'm in a cloud. So yeah, you have to collect coins in order to unlock courses, obviously. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, apparently Amber woke me up today, and she said, "Up and at 'em, Ant," and she opened my door. But I woke up with my door open, and I don't remember ever seeing her, and there was a cat on me. And I was like, what? Oops. I missed. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It happens because I'm so, like, medicated and stuff. I have to take medicine for my leg and stuff. It makes me feel really wonky. So, like, when I wake up sometimes, it's like I don't feel like I'm really awake. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. But everything feels weird. That's the best way of explaining it, I think. I don't know. Don't I have to get 25 coins in every race? Or do I just have to get equal to whatever amount of coins? Yo! What are you doing, guy? Uh-oh. Here we go! I mean, oh, yay! Oh, ho, ho, ho! Alright! There we go. Oh, yeah! Will I start playing the new Donkey Kong game? You mean a Road to Donkey Kong? No. Only doing Road to Mario Kart. Can only do 1-2 Road series at the same time. You do realize there are new games coming out soon. Like, I'm almost done with Xenoblade. And when Xenoblade's done, we're gonna replace it with a Chinese game that's coming out in the middle of April. I forget the name of it, but it's on PS5. And then, there was something else coming out. I don't remember the name. I have to look at my list. I appreciate you guys, like, you know, watching older games right now while we try to figure out what we're doing with the channel, because yeah, there was a bunch of games that were supposed to come out in April. Huh? Oh, that thing, honey? I'm sorry. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, see, these type of graphics weren't capable on the Super Nintendo, so it's kind of like a fusion of Mario Kart, Mario Kart 64 and Super Mario Kart, which is actually a pretty cool idea if you think about it. So the Game Boy Advance hardware did the best it could. I loved the Game Boy Advance. That was a really fun portable system. Okay, Sweet Pea. Wow, I can't catch this guy. No! I know. I'm very excited. Amber says she made me stuffing for dinner today. I was like, yay! Thank you, Amber. It is a well-balanced meal. I like it. It's got meat stuff in it and other stuff. Hey! Hey! Stop stealing my coins, you jerk! There we go. I don't know if Wolverine is going to be ready this year, though. I don't know. Sorry, guys, I'm a little out of it still. Sorry about that. Probably have to push short still. Not yet, I guess. Aha! Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that was a younger Charles Martinet as Mario there. Huh. Alright, so where are the coinage? Wait, are there people randomly standing in the... Wah! Why are there people randomly standing in the stage, man? How am I supposed to collect these coins? Mean. Well, I'm armed to the teeth, so... Maybe there's actually a possibility because of doing all these Road to Mario Kart games, I'll actually improve at playing Mario Kart. Maybe. I doubt it, though. Yeah, it's a skill issue, it's me. I don't think I can fix myself. Man, guys, last night was so fun, though, playing... Ow, crap. Playing that, playing Gotcha Force last night. So fun. The only thing I didn't like about that game back in the day is it was impossible to collect new characters to play as because of the randomness of it. It was a gacha game before gacha games existed. Because sometimes the game would reward you with a new character, and other times it wouldn't. And the internet says, oh, you can get characters by doing this, but that's not really true. It's all random. Why are there crabs in the middle of the road? What, are those crabs in suits? What is that? What am I seeing? Are those just rocks? There is a new anime game coming out where you can drive cars, and it's an open world game, and you can web sling in it. I don't remember the name of it, though. I saw a VTuber talking about it a year ago, and it was supposed to come out in 2024, and it never did. I don't know the name of it. It wasn't Genshin Impact, and it wasn't Zenless Zone. It's another city-based anime game. I mean, we were supposed to play the new Korean Sims game, but it won't work with our Steam Deck. So that kind of... I'm still out the 40 bucks that I bought that game for. And I still can't use it. So I'm kind of mad about that because, like, that's part of the reason why we're playing Mario Kart and stuff like that is we were supposed to be doing that game to bring new people into the channel through Steam. And that didn't pan out because it doesn't work. So we're kind of scrambling to figure out what we were going to do. And South of Midnight we were supposed to do, but that lady had to yap and say all kinds of terrible things about Asian people that it's just kind of like, well, thanks, jerk. Now I gotta find something else to do. You know? Because you can't support an actual racist game. That's terrible. And it's like, it would be one thing if it was just one thing she said. She said 100 things. It's like, yeah, no. South of Midnight is getting destroyed, and it's her fault. These people have no accountability. Congratulations! I don't understand why things were so great back in the 2000s with gaming, because you know what the things that developers used to do when they would talk about their game? They would advertise their game and tell you the cool features that were in their game or what the premise of the game was. You know, they never ever... I never heard, even in an interview, I never had a game developer ask me, like, what my political leanings were or anything. They just said, hey, cool shirt. I'd wear a Pac-Man shirt or something, and we talk about my shirt, you know, in an interview. Or, you know, I would ask a game developer before I interview them, hey, what's your favorite game? Kind of break the ice, talk to them about gaming stuff, right? And then we'd have a really good interview. They feel relaxed, and, you know, we talk about all kinds of stuff. We talk about their game, we talk about what got them into game development, that kind of stuff. Instead, you got people today, like, doing interviews, like, you know, talking to the Nintendo president. Did you know the Wii U was a flop? Or, how do you feel about this political candidate? And the dude's just kind of like, you know, it's a complete opposite of, like, how you're supposed to handle yourself. Like, there's no professionalism in the game industry anymore. It's weird. And I'm not even that old and I see this crap. It's like, what? It's like, what relevance does this have to anything? Alright, so we're kicking off the extra cups. First one is Mushroom. So this is the Super Nintendo. You can see Mario Circuit, Donut Plains, Ghost Valley, Bowser Castle 1. So this is going to be remakes, yo, of the original Super Nintendo courses. So we're going to write SNES Mushroom. Yeah, if you go back and you watch my interviews with game developers that are probably still on the O1 channel and the Let's Play channel, our interviews were really fun because we talked to them about the game, they talked to us about their interests, they talked about how they got into game development. And those are great questions that lead into, you know, them being excited to talk about their game. You could just see, like, the game developers, whether indie or AAA, they're just so alive talking to us. Because, you know, we actually asked them about stuff relevant to their job and their interests, things like that. We didn't ask them anything divisive at all. And if their game was terrible, you know, I would kind of steer clear of, like, insulting questions. I wasn't like, I got a bone to pick with you, and, you know, your game sucks and stuff. Like, it was very, very objective. Everybody I interviewed always had fun. Extra Mushroom Cup. Because that's what gaming is supposed to be, fun. Okay, here we go. Ba-bam. Do I have to collect more coinage, or can I just race this like normal? Oh wow, they redid the music. That's cool. Hey Nintendo, do this again in a Mario Kart game. Like, collect coins to unlock stuff. That's kind of neat. Memories. Now, as you guys know, I wasn't very good at Super Mario Kart at all. I did a stream of it. I couldn't even tackle 150 cc's. I got destroyed. But my rule of thumb is, if you get the ending credits, you completed the game. So, we got the ending credits after a tough battle with 100 cc's. So we completed the game. And then we moved on to the next one, which was Mario Kart 64. Oops. I'm driving all over the place. Uh-oh. I got the 28 coins, but I don't think it does anything. Ah! No! There were 5 laps? What? Yeah, I'm gonna be... I already said that. I said at the beginning I'm gonna be unlocking the other courses. I'm gonna play two I can't talk. I'm going to play 2 extra courses now. Mushroom and Flower back to back. Then we're going to skip Lightning. Then we're going to go back to the other 2 courses and do the coins. It's going to be a whole thing. I know what I'm doing. I already said it, though. You can lap the CPU. It's because I'm not... Yeah. I know, Sweet Pea. I'm fine. Alright, Mushroom Cup. Donut Plains. Ooh, they added backgrounds that weren't here. There was just open road as far as the eye could see. It was like living in the Midwest. Everything was flat and fields. It's true. Whereas the East Coast, you have mountains and different colored trees. Illinois has corn everywhere. Amber likes the cornfield. Da 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 da. So I saw a. Apparently, there's a really cool fighting game that released on Steam March 27th, and it's by someone who had a love of growing up with kaijus, Ultraman, and different like giant robot animes, and there's several of them. Anyway, he made this fighting game on Steam that looks pretty cool. So when I get paid, I want to show you guys it. It doesn't have like licensed characters in it, but it's inspired by like actual giant kaiju and robot superhero shows in Japan. And it went under the radar. I didn't even know it existed. And then there's another game, another fighting game where the premise is it's like Toy Story, where the toys come to life and they fight, and it's based on 80s and 90s toys, but obviously they're not real licensed toys. And that's a fighting game too, kind of like Tekken, and that looks cool, but I forgot the name of it. Currently they have like a demo or something out for it. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. But it looks really cool. I like showing cool stuff on our channels. Because like I said, gaming is supposed to be fun and entertaining, and gaming in the West is not really fun anymore. It's just very, for the most part, it's pretty divisive, which is stupid. It defeats the whole purpose of having fun. Did I ever write down the donut thing? Oh, yeah, SNES Flower. Yeah, Mario Kart 64, you have to beat it at 150 cc's in order to get the credits. I know. I know. Whoa. Yes, the classic Super Nintendo music. Awesome. Man, I told you guys before, as a kid, I really liked the Ghost courses. They were my favorite. Because I liked spooky things. I was a big Castlevania fan. I really, and I liked Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So... Oh, shoot. The spooky level in Mario Kart was fun for me. I liked things like ActRaiser, Ghosts and Goblins, and all kinds of stuff. I liked games where good versus evil, and you know, the good guys versus the spiritual stuff, like Ghostbusters. I liked Ghostbusters. The Ghostbuster games weren't very good though. I'm really glad No Ultimate has ever had me do NES or the NES Ghostbusters 2 game, because I don't like those games. But we don't have very many people request Super Nintendo's games anymore. Most of our Ultimates that are old school, the oldest they go is N64 or GameCube. Which is fine. Well, no. Carlos still does old games. Actually, Carlos has an Ultimate coming up again. Ah. Nothing beats Super Juice, except it used to be packed with vitamins and minerals. Not so much anymore. Will Switch 2 succeed or fail? I mean, if I was Nintendo, I'd fix their marketing approach. You can't go and talk to people and try to be like, hey, if our system is too expensive for you, guy, just play Switch 1. It's like, what? That's not how you market a new console. Even though the thing's expensive, you have to find a way of marketing. What's with the defeatist attitude there? Well, that's an insult to gamers. Even though gamers complain they're gonna buy the new system, oh my gosh. It's like, what in the world? All you're gonna do is, like, give more bad press for your system, and that's what's happening. Like, everybody was calming down and trying to rationalize what just happened, and then Doug spoke to people again today, and he's like, hey guys, I'm just letting you know, if our new system is too expensive, don't worry, we have a lot coming out for Switch 1. It's like, nani? What? Next, I'm gonna see Doug Bowser go on TV and be like, hey, if you want to play the new Metroid game, don't worry about upgrading to Switch 2, just play it on Switch 1. It looks just as good. Be like, oh my gosh, that's how you get fired in your corporate job. What? I feel like I woke up in another reality or something. You do, oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Amber said he's like the evil stepmother from Cinderella. You can go to the ball, you can get the new system, or... I can't believe we live in this reality, man. Ah! Yeah, that's the same. It's the same mistake that, yeah, Xbox made with Xbox One. It's like, I really thought that his first interview was great, but now the more Doug opens his mouth, it's like, okay, this man is no Reggie. Because his first interview with CNET was good. Like, he had good energy, he answered the questions perfectly, he dismissed what they said about the Wii U, he talked about all their great experiences, he talked about all the kind of stuff that Nintendo's doing. And then his next interview, he's saying stuff like, don't worry, if you can't afford it, just buy our Switch 1. It's like, ah! Oh my gosh! Who's locked up? Hello? There's a cat locked up somewhere. Hello, where are you? Link? Zelda? Who's meowing? Meow again. Zelda? Weird. There's no... I heard a cat meowing, but I don't see her. That's really, really weird. Yeah, I don't know why somebody was saying that I can do the extra cups in 100 cc's. No, I can't. I unlocked them all in 50 cc's, so I have to do them 50. I'll pick a slower character so it makes things more interesting. We'll play as Bowser. How's that? Speed 1. Speed 1! Special Cup. Bowser. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think that when he was talking about the system, instead of talking about, like, people should just buy the Switch 1, he should talk about why they should buy Switch 2. There's all these features and stuff that you can't do on Switch 1. You never, ever, ever go back to your old system that, you know, that's terrible marketing. Reggie never did that. Even when the Wii U was doing terrible, Reggie always talked about the good qualities of the Wii U, because the Wii U had a lot of great qualities. The only thing that was bad about it was the name. I mean, I don't even consider myself the best marketer, but I never, when I worked at Sears, was like, hey, we know our Kenmore is very expensive. You could always go with this cheaper branded washing machine that'll break, but it's affordable. Always tried to push the Kenmore because that's what Sears wanted. Kenmore air conditioning, Kenmore fridges, Kenmore whatever, stoves, I don't know. You never ever was like, oh, yeah, do this. You always start them on the first one and then you haggle down if you wanted to. Because, I mean, Kenmore gave good commission and Kenmore was better. Kenmore never broke down. You bought a Kenmore, you were set for like a decade or two. You bought like a cheap brand, the thing would break down after 2 years. Something like that. And you would end up spending more in repairs. It was actually better to get a quality product than a cheap one because they want you to buy the cheap product, so you have to keep coming in and using the protection plan on it and getting it repaired. And then eventually they're like, after the third repair or something, you know what? Why don't you just get an all-new one? So, you always want to buy the more expensive, like, appliance, like a Dyson or a Kenmore. Kenmore doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. That way you don't have to keep getting it repaired and getting new parts. I guarantee you the dishwasher and the fridge and stuff, and the dishwasher, the fridge, and the stove in this house, and even the laundry machines are garbage. Probably because the landlord bought cheap stuff. They break down all the time. My grandparents had quality appliances in their house. It never broke down. The entire time, like, I knew them. They had really nice, like, Whirlpool stuff. Never broke down. Ever. That's why you want a quality product. Switch 2 is a quality product. You talk about the good qualities of the Switch 2 and you just don't listen to the negativity. The thing is, to me, it's like Bowser's like one of those guys that reads the hate comments. You know? He's like a YouTuber that just like gets upset from all the hate, and then what he does is like he talks directly to the trolls and he caters to them instead of the people that are actually there to support him, thinking, hey, I can lower all this noise by just being in the middle with everything. It's like, no, that's gonna make it worse. You have to take a stance. And at the most part, you're supposed to be marketing the brand new system. Talk about the stupid camera, that's a feature. Talk about the sound. Talk about how it runs games better. There's lots that you could talk. I could sell the thing better than you. There's so many good qualities about that thing. Yeah, it's expensive, but you get the whole camera thing. You don't like the camera? Cool. 256 in-game memory for the system without a additional expensive card. That's 8 times the space of the Switch 1. It has a faster processor. It's got better RAM. Games will run better. Blah, 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 blah. There's so much more he could say, but nope. He decides, I'm gonna go back and use the Xbox One marketing. If the Xbox One is so expensive, just buy our previous system. No! Stop it! Don't do that! He did the meme. He did the meme. You never do the meme. But now people are going to be making fun of the Switch 2 even more now. Now, outside of the internet culture, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with gamers that aren't on, like, social media, like, what they're going to do. I mean, I've been making fun of the Switch 2. I'm going to pick it up. I think the Switch 2 is great hardware. I think it's better than my Steam Deck that I hardly ever use. The Steam Deck is super confusing. It hardly is compatible with any games, for one. Every time I buy a game, I have to check to see if it has a compatibility thing, because most of the games that I want to look at on Steam, which are really cool, I can't even play because it says no compatibility. Compatibility will come later. Well, it's been almost a month since in Zoai, still no compatibility with Steam Deck. You know, at least I'm buying the Switch 2. I know that I have a list of games that don't work. It's about 150, and a lot of those are cloud-based games. There's like, I don't know, 15 or 20 cloud-based, and then there's some really old Switch games and some third-party stuff that don't work. But yeah, I just don't, like, I thought the man was like Reggie's understudy or something like that. How in the world did Reggie let that guy become vice president of Nintendo before? Like, that guy's like major damage control. He's not very good at his... I've always said this, though. People are like, Bowser's not bad. It's like, Bowser's never been good at his job. Bowser's good sitting behind the desk, but you get him on the microphone, he's gonna say something stupid. It's like having... You know what it's like? It would be like Biden being like a game developer and like talking circles around his game and never getting to the point, and then saying something that's actually gonna hurt the sale of his game, and then like... acting, just smiling and acting like, I did good. It's like, no! You fossil, you dinosaur, you decrepit old man, you just made everything worse. Did I do good? No! Shut up! Stop talking! Hire Kit and Krista back! Oh my gosh! Please get somebody with intelligence to talk about this system. Yeah, give them the staff job. Call up Kit and Krista now and get them back. You need smart people working at Nintendo again. You can't just have people that are just like, you know what it is? He reminds me of those guys those executives from the 80s that are trying to be cool and like coast through life and, you know, just trying to vibe with everybody. But it's not going to work. You have to take a strong stance on something that you're going to be selling to millions of people. It's less than 2 months away. Being a Nintendo fan is becoming exhausting. It reminds me of trying to defend Nintendo when, like, you know, the whole N64 era, when PlayStation was bodying N64. That's what this feels like. It feels like the console wars of N64 versus PlayStation. I hear, yeah, Bowser likes ice cream. Oh, no. Is it really that hard? I don't think it's that hard. Part of it is CNET's fault and some other people, like, pestering him, because he doesn't have a backbone. So the more that you poke and prod him... You know what it reminds me of? There was years ago where a developer... and people meme this to death, but I'll tell you the story. So there was this online developer that was on a live stream, and they made like a Warcraft clone or something like that. They had a pretty solid install base. They had like millions of players or whatever. And he was supposed to go on to talk about a expansion pass for their game, right? And the game was around for like 5-6 years or whatever, and they just always do expansion passes. And, you know, people in the live stream are eating this guy alive. He's panicking, he doesn't know what to do. So all of a sudden, he announces the second game in the series, which is not in development, right? He's reading the chat, and he's trying to hype up the chat to make them stop making fun of his company. So he announces a sequel to a game that doesn't exist, that they don't have the funding for. And he looks like an amazing person on the live stream. This is like 10 years ago. And what happened was, obviously, the company went out of business because they made a promise that wasn't real. They were just supposed to talk about an expansion pass. That's it. You know, an upcoming, like, holiday, either it was Halloween or Christmas, I don't remember. It was, I think it was in 2014, 2015, something like that. And, you know, everybody online was like, wow, this is amazing, blah, 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 blah. But it didn't exist. Like, he was hyping up a false product because he was tired of all the dissension and, you know, all the hate and stuff like that, and he wanted people to talk, like, in a good light about his company. Well, it didn't work. Well, I mean, it did work, because people were talking about this, you know, sequel game that didn't exist, and they went quiet for months, and then, you know, the company just ended up imploding because there was no sequel. They didn't have money for that. They weren't like Blizzard or anything. So, you know, these executives, you cannot listen to the noise. You have to focus on what your job is, and your job is to promote the new system. That's normal. Come on up, buddy. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come here. Hey, big guy. I haven't seen you today. No worries. I don't know where Zelda is. What is the name of the game? I don't know what the name of the game is. It was 10 years ago. You have to remember, there are so many clones of World of Warcraft and what's the name of that game? World of Warcraft and StarCraft, League of Legends. Yeah. There is so many WoW clones. WoW's been around for like 20 plus years. So there were so many. I think it was a Korean developer, or maybe a Chinese developer that made a WoW clone.
That's terrible that happened.
Well, I mean, they were looking at the chat, they were freaking out, because, I mean, you never want to look at the, no offense chat, but most places on live streams, you don't want to look at the chat if you're a big company, because, I mean, the chat is going to eat you alive, it's going to suck your soul out of your body because they're mean, and you just have to ignore them. And you're supposed to be there to do a job, which is promote, you know, a new expansion pass or something new to the company. You then don't go make up stuff to try to ride a positivity wave that doesn't exist, because all you're going to do is disappoint your company in the long run.
You could just say that it's canceled later.
It was...
You could be like, it was in development, but it wasn't what we were looking to do, so we decided to make another expansion pass instead.
Yeah, we looked at our budget, and we couldn't do it, so we had to move all our finances into this new expansion pass. We're sorry. Yeah, no, it didn't work. They did something like that, and they still went out of business.
I don't understand why that would make them go out of business, though.
Because their customers were mad at them. They announced that they were making a sequel, and they weren't.
So, on the live stream, he randomly said that they were making a sequel, even though he just came up with that idea.
Yeah, he panicked. He was sweating bullets, and the chat was saying all these horrible things. Your game sucks. This is just a WoW clone, and this is a terrible WoW clone. Blah 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 blah.
Why would they? I mean, they should have had a moderator deleting some of the really...
There was a moderator.
Comments.
There was a moderator. There was a lady there with him who was, like, basically the community manager. Community manager's job is to get comments for the developer.
Why would he even be looking at it? She should have been feeding him comments that were positive.
Yeah.
That's the whole... I mean, that's why sometimes I look at the chat, so Luke doesn't have to look at, like, you know...
It's one of the biggest, I would say... Yeah, it's one of the biggest, like, blunders next to... There was this guy who made this really big indie game, and he became like a billionaire or millionaire. And every year he kept telling people he was going to make a new game in that franchise, and he just kept taking people's money, and he never made the game. And he just lived...
he made money.
Yeah, he lived off the fame of his first game, but like every indie developer uses this guy as an example because he was also always yelling at people, and he was really mean. And he had such a high horse because he made one great indie game that became a global phenomenon. And then, like, he just kind of disappeared. So there's numerous cases of, like, indie developers and AAA developers, like, inserting their foot in their mouth and messing things up. Like, it happens quite a bit.
I feel like when success first happens, sometimes it's a surprise, and you weren't even expecting people to like it, and for people to hold you to that standard again, it's almost impossible standard, because how can you possibly be expected to make lightning strike twice?
Mm-hmm.
You can't possibly, like, if you weren't even expecting it to be a success in the first place, like, you can't possibly expect you don't even know if the next game is going to be a success or not. And then instead of people being like, oh, you did really well in your game, like, if it makes a fourth of what it made, they'll be like, oh, you made less than the last one. And it's like, but you don't even know, like, there's no way to know how much it's gonna make.
Right. Yep. So, I mean, you know, there's stuff all the time. But now, I mean, it's like he thought he was coming ahead of all the stuff, right? It's like, oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna do really well with this, but it's like...
Well, I mean, I guess Doug Bowser or whatever, he does say, I mean, he did make one interesting point. We're having a lot of new things come to the Switch 1 still. So that's still promoting his new products.
Yeah, but he messed up yesterday. The first interview that you saw is from April 2nd. It was the day of the Nintendo Direct. He was in New York City. They interviewed him. This new interview came from April 6th. Or April 6th or 7th, and it hit the web, and Doug Bowser is getting torn to shreds now.
I mean, I don't understand. That's like a lot of... Why can't there be more than one person in the interview? Like, he is the actual head of Nintendo America right
Because now? Reggie... Before Reggie Fils-Aimé, the Nintendo president of America, before Reggie, never talked to the press. If you go back and you look at whoever the Nintendo president was in America for N64 and for, like, part of GameCube and even the Super Nintendo, that guy never did interviews. It was always the chief executive officer that wasn't the president. It was somebody else. And in Reggie's time, Reggie Fils-Aimé was the guy who did interviews, and Bill Trinan is a very smart individual. He's the vice president of Nintendo.
The one who did the 3DS stuff.
Yep, he's the guy who did 3DS, he did Wii U, he did Wii, he did all this other stuff. He was the translator for Miyamoto. Probably still is the translator for Miyamoto, but Bill should be the guy doing the interviews because Bill knows exactly how to do things, because Bill is very similar to Reggie.
Yeah, but Doug Bowser was very smart the first interview because that guy slighted the Wii U and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, the first interview he did well. Every interview that Bowser has done after that this week has been meme-worthy.
Thank you for the super chat, Daphne. You're breathtaking. And I had like 3 or 4 super chats.
Congratulations.
Although I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a good idea to go toward the goal, though. That was very smart.
Yeah. So thank you for the people who super chatted this morning for the cat cam goal. Miss Deanna, Chad, and I think Jacob Orion, and maybe there was one other person. So thanks for trying to get the cat cam goal. Appreciate it, everyone. We almost got the cat cam goal. Thank you, Daffy, and I'll try to read this. Let's see. So, I think you're right, Bill, or honestly, they should do their own Nintendo Direct. Like, they should be in the Nintendo Direct.
That's the whole point of the Nintendo Direct, is to cut the press out of it and take...
Then why are they shouldn't even interview at all, since they already explained it.
Yeah, Doug needs to stop.
I think he shouldn't take any more interviews. I think he already explained it. Like, Nintendo already explained it in the Nintendo Direct.
No, they didn't. They didn't explain it in the Nintendo Direct. He explained the prices being variable, but everything was fine and people were still making fun of him. He thought that if he talked to the gamers sensibly, like, hey, just buy our older system. But what I don't think he realized is it came out as a slight.
Yeah, I was thinking of, like, when the, in Jingle All the Way, when they're at the store and they're like, do you have any more Turbo Man dolls? And they're just like, oh, we out of Turbo Man, but we have many, we still have many, copies of his faithful companion, Booster.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that analogy, because the Switch is not a booster.
I know.
The Switch is a great system.
But it's like, nobody wanted Booster, so it's like...
It's not like an Xbox One. Nobody really wanted an Xbox One. Switch was a great system. It still is a great system. But you have to, as an executive, and even as, like, he's the head of the marketing right now, it's a marketer's job to promote the new product. He's not promoting the new product. He's listening to the noise on the internet, and he's trying to look like Uncle Cool character.
They should make like some 90s style commercials where it's like, oh man, you just have a Switch 1. I have a Switch 2. Look at all the cool stuff I'm doing, chatting with my friends.
I got voice chat. I got faster processing power. Power!
Now you're playing with power. Nintendo. Switch 2.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
That's what we need, some 90s style commercial.
Now you're playing with power. Nintendo Power.
Yeah.
Only available on Switch 2.
This is what I want. I want to see some... Thank you, Nico Venbat, for the super chat. Okay, so I didn't read the first one. Thank you so much. You're breathtaking, Nico. Thank you, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. And another one. Wow. Okay, Daffy, I'm trying to read your comment here. Luke, Mario Kart DS versus Arcade GP is on the Wii U. You have to download it on the eShop. Y'all can do 2 players on this, and y'all like to see a would you like to see a DBZ racing game? Dragon Ball racing game, says Daffy. Luke, Mario Kart DS and Arcade GP is on the Wii U. You have to download it on the eShop.
You can't download it on the eShop, Daffy. The eShop is off. You can't. There's no way to download anymore.
You probably have it on from your eShop.
No.
No, I'm talking about Daffy does.
Yeah. You have it on your thing. We can't do Mario. I've never heard of Mario Kart GP or AP on the Wii U. They never put arcade games. That would have been a big deal.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Nico Venbat. You're breathtaking. Alright, thank you, Daffy. Well, Daffy didn't ask you if you want a Dragon Ball racing game.
A Dragon Ball racing game? There was a Dragon Ball racing game. I think it was on the Game Boy Advance. There's been kart racing games. I thought there was a kart racing Naruto or anime game years ago. Some
good commercials for the Switch 2 could really go far. I think they actually had that guy from I watch daytime TV so you don't have to, Joel McHale.
Joel McHale did
He did Nintendo commercials.
Did he do Nintendo DS or
either DS or 3DS, and those commercials were pretty funny, and I think they did help.
Robin Williams promoted the 3DS.
They do need to have some. They
need good PR.
They need some good commercials because nobody's.
You know who they should get?
About these interviews.
People really like the guys from Scrubs, the ones who do the singing commercials for that internet.
If they can get those guys.
Get that duo and then focus on the camera. And then what they should do, it should be like a Scrubs reunion. Here I'm cooking now. So you get Zach and you get the dude who played
I'll
Tucker.
Look up their names. Yeah, I think Tucker and Zach.
You get JD and Tucker, and they're playing on their system, and then they need advice, and then they call the actor who played their boss, and they could have like a whole Scrubs thing. They could have them in their Scrubs uniforms and stuff, and then the lady who played JD's love interest or whatever, she pops up because there's 4 people on the camera, and then they have like this whole camera thing. And
yeah, they should show that camera feature off with some celebrities or something.
Exactly, and they don't have to be in their scrubs. It could just be the actors playing, and like, you know, the older guy could whistle like, you know, how he used to make fun of JD and stuff like that. You know, so and so, you know, blah blah blah.
It's like, oh well, we won't be able to see. It's like, oh, I wanted to show you guys my new shirt, but you can't come over. It's like, genius.
Yeah,
There's
like
a camera feature on the Switch too. I can see your shirt. Your atrocious shirt from here.
Yeah, and he called JD's wife Princess all the time and stuff like that. Dr. Cox, yeah, that was his name. Yeah.
Well, I mean, any kind of good commercial would help the Switch too, because I think a picture can show, basically. I mean, the only commercial we've had for the Switch 2 so far in the United States that I've seen is the Treehouse 4-hour-long event for 2 days.
Yeah, that's not a commercial. Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you again, Nico Venbat, and thank you, the eShop on Nintendo Switch is still open, says Daffy. You're saying we can download it on Switch?
No, you can't play DS games on the Switch.
Oh.
Why Nintendo shut off the Wii U and 3DS eShop in 2023, I'll never know. That was a stupid thing. But at least I didn't spend other people's money to get all the Wii U virtual console games.
Nintendo has a huge war chest. They could pretty much pay whoever they feel like to do the commercials.
Ooh, I thought of another one that would be good.
They could almost pick whoever, name your price, because they have so much money.
They could have the Jumanji cast. You have Jack Black, you have The Rock, you have Kevin Hart, and you have the girl who played Nebula, and have them do the commercial. They're still pretty relevant. Everybody likes those 4 people.
I mean, Luke, the sky is the limit. They could have anyone do the commercial.
I'm just thinking, like, in terms of popularity, I think that would be pretty good.
I don't know, honey. I don't know anything about actors. I don't know anything.
I just want to see Kevin Hart freaking out, like, promoting the Switch, too. Hey! Because I like Kevin Hart. He's fun.
I think that...
You stole my mushroom!
I don't know. It's going to be...
Did I? No.
It's going to be hard to find someone... I mean, Robin Williams was perfect because his daughter was named Zelda. It's hard to find somebody who's willing to promote a video game. Even that one guy...
I like the chemistry between The Rock and Kevin Smith, though. Or Kevin Hart. They're funny.
Well, I mean, whatever. I don't know. I'm not in charge of it. I don't know.
I'm just spitballing.
Okay, well... I mean, I don't know. For somebody who has all these ideas, I don't know why you just don't get a degree in marketing and go apply to work at Nintendo. I don't really understand. What?
I never thought of that.
Why would you never think of that? It seems to be the only thing that you ever wanted to do in your life.
No, I wanted to be a journalist. I was a journalist, though.
Honestly, anyone that will take the job, they should just pay anyone. I mean, they usually just have generic families play the Switch. That's usually what they do. No-name actors.
Yeah, that's so cringe, though.
How is that cringe? It's nice. It's nice.
Not really.
It looks like families playing together.
They're all actors, and you can tell they're actors.
Luke. Everyone's an actor. All commercials are actors.
Sometimes they get people that have really good chemistry, though.
What?
Yeah.
For what?
Like, the actors who do their roles that you know, like, okay, the kid from Blockbuster is a good example. Like, he was supposed to act like a 90s stereotype, and he did, and it was funny. He knew, and everybody knew it was a commercial, but people liked that Blockbuster commercial because it's like it was crazy 90s stuff.
Alright, so they should get that guy. He's probably grown up now.
Yeah, the Blockbuster kid would be interesting.
Luke, honestly, we could just name thousands of people that could do the commercial. It'll be like hour long. It'll be 4-hour stream of naming every person we could think of that could do the commercial.
Oh, I thought of something great. Some character gamers would love to see come back that used to work for Sony and have him work for Nintendo now, and like you open up, like, that's who we need. We need that dude. What was his name? He was really funny. He was in a business suit, and he had a buzz cut, and he had yellow hair or blonde hair.
Yeah.
That guy.
Well, that's a great idea, Nico Venbat. Chris Pratt, because he voiced Mario.
Oh my gosh, no.
You could have the whole cast of Mario. You could have that girl that is from Britain, who's really tall, who voiced Peach. You could have her.
More Chris Pratt? No.
You should have him. You should have Chris Pratt play Mario and then make himself the meme. He'll be like, oh, who are you gonna play as? And then Jack Black will be like, I'm gonna play as Luigi, and he'll be like, oh, he's like, oh, there's your character, and then he's like, oh, it's a me, Mario.
If you manifest this, Amber, you might actually... No!
That's what I want to see. I
No!
want to see Chris Pratt playing with another one of his co-stars.
Nope.
And then he's gonna say, it's a me. They're gonna be like, everyone else is gonna pick all the other characters.
Nope. Don't.
They could even, the famous voice actor who played the Penguin King, he could be playing the Switch.
Kevin Michael Richardson?
Yeah. We got Jack Black, and then the lady who voiced Peach, and then some other people. Oh, and then you have Toad, the person who voiced Toad. He does acting.
Wow, that sums it up. And then you got the person who played Toad.
No, I
He's
can
an
picture
actor.
him. I know he does acting on his YouTube channel. I just can't remember the name.
He's an actor.
I'm just saying, you could have some of the people in the Mario movie, and then they all pick who they want. Yoshi, they pick Bowser, and then Mario's the only one left. And then Chris Pratt is like,
Chris Pratt, not Platt.
It's like, oh, it's a me, Mario.
You keep calling him Chris Platt. His name is Pratt.
I'm gonna vote for what you said.
No, we don't want to manifest that.
Luciana said the girl from Britain who is tall. She said, wow.
The tall British lady. Yeah, I don't know names.
That's all I can think of. She's tall and she's from Britain.
There you go. That works. Tall and British.
I can't even think of the other person's name who voiced Toad, even though I have seen his YouTube channel. I just can't remember his name at the moment.
Well, somewhere the Toad actor is crying.
I will look it up. Keegan Michael Key. That's the person who voiced Toad.
Yeah, that's the guy who voiced Toad.
He stole my job. I could have voiced Toad really well. I would have ripped my throat out. My vocal cords out. In 20 minutes. I wouldn't have been able to make it through the whole movie. But I would have made it sound accurate. Actually, it's better. Because if I had voiced Toad, people would have left the theater. They would have been like, my ears are bleeding. Oh, and then, yeah, the guy who voiced Donkey Kong in that. Seth somebody.
No, we don't want that guy. No Seth Rogen.
Well, Amber would be a really bad eyewitness, says Jessica. It's like, did you see the killer come through here? It's like, what did they look like? What color was their eyes and hair? What were they wearing? What kind of person were they? Were they wearing a leather jacket? Were they nicely dressed? Were they wearing a jeans and a t-shirt? They were tall. And I think they may have been from Britain, but I'm not sure. And were they wearing glasses? I didn't catch that. Were they wearing leather shoes? I don't recall. What color were their eyes? I have no idea. But the person was tall. Wow, that narrows it down. Thanks for that.
Alright guys, we're gonna need you to watch the shorts. It's shorts time now. It's the time of the stream for the shorts. We gotta bring up the hourly views. We've got 30 minutes to do it. So make sure you guys click the shorts. The channel's at like 1200. It needs to be at like 14 to help with the next hour. So we've got 30 minutes to try to bring that up. So if you guys could click that, run that in the background, you guys know the drill.
Oh my gosh. You know they should have doing the commercial! Oh, the Nintendo ambassador. I thought that was his job now.
Who?
The ambassador.
Charles Martinet?
Yeah, they.
Nobody wants
They
to.
said he's the ambassador for Nintendo.
Mm.
He said he came into work and he's no longer voicing the character, but he's the ambassador now. So you should do the commercial.
Okay. If Chris Pratt now ends up being in Switch 2 commercials, I'm holding you responsible because no one has ever said that.
But I want him to like blankly say like it's a me, Mario.
No.
Like
no.
And have it be awful.
No.
Like have it be really bad.
No. Nope. 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 Nope.
You know what I think? I think he should listen to the voice of Mario in the game that's like, hello, it's a Mario! And then he'll listen and he'll be like, my Mario was better. Well, good night, everyone. You know who they should... You know who they should have do the commercial? They should have Jared Leto do the commercial. And then he'll say, it's switching time.
No, Amber. Alright guys, seriously, we need you to watch the shorts. The channel's at 11 now. It used to be at 1200, it's now at 1100. We're dropping like a stone. Need you guys to watch that, okay? Just takes a second to have that run in the background. We have to put new views into the channel. The live stream is not doing anything. Now we're at 1070. We're dropping like a stone, people. I don't want to have to go on break to go advertise, so make sure you watch the shorts, please.
It's probably from my bad suggestions about people to do the commercials.
And it has to go up. If it doesn't go up, then the stream's gonna have to go on break.
What video do you have featured for new people coming in?
Probably like the video that just went up.
No, it's not. I think it's the stream.
Oh.
You could always change that. It might affect the views. Well, I could be wrong though.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I do have this stream. Sorry. Maybe that will affect the views.
Shouldn't have to do this much work just to live stream though. Shouldn't have to have shorts going and all this other stuff. It's very embarrassing.
I'm sorry, honey.
Would
it be more embarrassing than Chris Pratt doing the commercial? Or...
Stop. You talking about Chris Pratt is killing the channel.
Why?
Well, let's see. It's cursed because it was the channel.
Mario, though.
I don't care. The channel was at 1200 an hour. And you started talking about Chris Pratt, it almost dropped to 900 views. So he is cursed. Do not. So. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing again? This is the Super Nintendo Mushroom stuff, so I just have to win the race.
I should do a video of worst people that could go do a commercial for Nintendo Switch. Number 1, the Kardashians.
Okay, please stop.
Alright.
Your job should be helping to push shorts, because we're like,
guys, don't forget to
territory.
push the shorts, everyone. Please watch the shorts, everybody.
I didn't realize it dropped that much, or I would have tried pushing it like 30 minutes ago.
It wasn't. When the video started, it was at over 1500.
Yeah, but this, you know the rule of thumb, if a stream is over 2 hours long, it doesn't help the channel anymore.
Okay. Alright guys, so don't forget to watch the shorts, please.
It's over 2 hours now, so... That's been stuck at 760 for quite a while. Which is weird because there's like 80 people here, but the needle's not moving. We should be over 800 views right now. It's been stuck at 760 ever since you sat down on the couch about like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago.
Do you want me to leave?
No, it's not your fault, I'm just saying that's how long it's been frozen.
Well, I was only going to be here for a minute, then I had other things to do. Well, now I can't.
see how we're doing now, because I think... Oh, nope, I didn't win my race yet. So yeah, basically you collect the coins, and then once you get over 125 coins or whatever, you unlock these classic horses.
I think that because they're doing the T-Mobile commercials, they could do that.
Oh,
Tucker and JD.
Tucker and JD, yeah.
I guess your suggestions were making people laugh. My suggestions were making people cry.
Hmm. If it doesn't improve, I'm gonna have to go on break. It's not getting Sorry guys, if you're new to the channel, we are shadow banned. So the only way that the channel does well is if organic views are happening on the channel at the same time as live streams. So how we trick YouTube's system to keep it from going to 0 views an hour is we have our viewers click the YouTube Shorts playlist and run that. Because we can't do that, that's botting. But you guys are real people, so when you click the link, YouTube counts that as new views, and the Shorts playlist will cycle through like 50 shorts over the course of the next 30 minutes or something like that. So each one of those is a view. There's nothing we can do as a streamer, so when it gets this bad, we have to have people watch the shorts or the stream has to end. And we have to start the next stream. So, like,
Oh yeah, you're right. The Jumanji cast could do it because they were in a video game. Oh, they could be sucked into the Switch. That would be kind of fun.
no, I don't, that would be too much money. You just have the actors sit down and play.
Okay.
You could make reference to their characters, but doing that whole stuff, they don't have the marketing. They don't have, well, I mean, Nintendo does have the money for that, but they're not going to do that. Even Robin Williams commercials were both, like, funny, and it was just Robin Williams being himself.
Yeah, he just sat on the, he just was sitting down and playing.
But he was doing a cool narration for The Legend of Zelda, which was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
He would have made a, like, if the Zelda movie, if he was still around, he could have been the old man in the cave. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Because they are making a Legend of Zelda movie, we just don't know what type of Zelda movie it's going to be. It's going to be, hopefully, a serious one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wish they would go old school, like, for, if they did commercials, I would want to see, since Mr. T still does commercials, he should do a commercial for the Switch, too. It's like, you think the Switch 1 is good enough for you? I pity the fool that doesn't upgrade to a Switch 2. You want to be sitting there with last year's system?
Yeah, no, they have to find a way of fixing that. You can't go and bring back, because people, like, destroyed Xbox One over the idea of just buy the previous system if it's too expensive. That you're so out of touch when you do that. That's not a good thing. Like,
see, that would be my way of dealing with it. I'd be like,
no.
well, if you can't afford it, you could just, I mean, we do have the older system.
That's like taking a glove in medieval times and slapping the other person and challenging them. That's terrible. You don't do that. Gamers are very prideful people, so that was just like, how dare you say I can't afford it? I was just saying I don't like the price, and now you're making it out to be that I'm a poor person or something. They don't like that. Gamers work hard. They do. They work hard to buy the games. We just, like, we complain because it's just what we do.
I can imagine Doug Bowser sticking his tongue out at everyone. If you can't afford it, then you always have the last year's system. Nah, nah. They should do a commercial with Mario and Luigi. Mario has the modern system, and Luigi has last year's Switch because he has an L on his hand.
Alright. See, that's not good. You can't do that.
What does the L stand for, Luigi?
Wow. But there's the right type of attention that, like, people would have made so much content on the fact that he said prices would be variable. But then he went out of his way and he said the next, like, a couple days later after he already made a very controversial statement, he was like, Well, if you can't afford the Switch 2, just buy our Switch 1. We have lots of games for that. And you could just feel like the internet just like all was silent and then even angrier afterward. Like it was like dead quiet. You could hear a pin drop. And then everyone went ballistic because it's like that's the worst possible thing that you can say as a president of a company.
Maybe he should have somebody go over what he's gonna say before he says it.
They need to have Bill do the stuff.
Like
Bill is really good.
He should run everything by other people first before he talks. Like, hey guys, so here's what I was gonna say to the whole internet. It's like, don't do that, Doug. It's like, why not? Please don't do that.
Doug, don't talk. Somebody get Bill. Bill, we know you're busy with other interviews, but we need you, Bill. Bill, you're needed more than ever now.
But I'm fine. I'm ready to do the interview. It's like, no, you're not.
No,
it's
no.
You like put a banana peel in front of Doug so he trips and falls. Like, sorry. Doug Bowser can't be here. He had a minor accident. He's currently being taken off on a stretcher. But I'm here.
The President of America fell down an elevator shaft, but don't worry, Bill's here. What's your question?
I'm ready to take your question. Exactly. Is he gonna be okay?
The President had a flat tire. He's stuck in traffic, so I'll be here to fill in for the interview.
Yeah. It's like, oh no! It's like, oh, that would have caused a horrible travesty. It's like, no, it would have caused a travesty if he was here. I'll be taking...
We dodged that bullet. Yeah.
Actually, the tragedy has actually been averted. Because he's not here.
Oh my gosh. Wario. Yeah, remember guys, keep watching the shorts. Oh wow, this brings back memories.
Maybe I should talk about this wolf situation. I always thought I should talk about weird stuff happening on the internet.
What?
They're bringing to life an extinct species of wolves.
Why?
From like thousands of years ago or something.
Why?
I have no idea.
Did they never see Jurassic Park?
I just keep seeing videos about it, and I'm just like, huh, I should talk about this.
No, that has no relation to gaming.
No, I'm talking about on my channel.
Go for it.
I rebrand my K-Wife channel. Talk about random internet stuff.
About weird stuff.
Yeah, weird stuff, Luke. It's not really weird. I mean, if it's happening, is it really weird?
Yeah, it is, because it's like those people haven't, like, watched Jurassic Park. Bringing back things that are extinct is never a good idea. Oops. That's a terrible idea.
People seem to think it's a great idea.
No. Nope. Oops. Oh wow, that didn't slow you down that much on Super Nintendo. Da 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 da. What? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That was close. All right, how are we doing now? Alright, good job guys, keep it up. You're back into the 1200 range, let's keep going. We've got 15 minutes left of the hour. 15 minutes left. And then I guess tomorrow is Double Dash, I think is the next one. I think Double Dash is next tomorrow.
Yeah, so I have every piece of armor I need except for I need a frozen little sack or something like that for one of my Like the last piece of armor I need to complete my, like, armor for Monster Hunter Wilds, but I don't know where to get it. I guess I have to just keep fighting monster after monster to get it.
Did I see the new gameplay for Doom? I'm not a big first-person shooter person, so I don't... Oh, I didn't succeed.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no. I don't need to succeed because this was a Super Nintendo course. Jump up.
People really liked your short this morning.
The one where Link attacked me?
Yeah, people really found it entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Maybe you should put, like, cat treats or meat all over you, and then have him attack you more often.
No.
I mean, maybe the increase in views will actually help pay your hospital bills.
No, it was the short only got 1,000 views. It's not worth. I was minding my own business. It's not funny. I was minding my own business, and that little punk came after me.
What if I put meat on you while you're sleeping and open the door?
No.
Put a piece of turkey on your face while you're sleeping.
No.
And then as you're waking up, you wake up to a vicious beast lunging at you. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'd have to make sure I get it on camera.
No. He just attacked Zelda and he ran away, and then basically, if people are wondering why I cut it out, it's because he didn't attack right away. Like, I was sitting there, and I was saying his name for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something with dead air, and then as I'm getting ready to turn off the camera, because I was going to end the short where Zelda got attacked, then he came out of nowhere and he attacked me while I was like getting ready to turn off my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he does that, by the way. Like, I'll be walking around, and since I have neuropathy and stuff like that, he'll pounce on me, like, all the time. Because, like, I have to limp and stuff, so he sees, like, wounded gazelle, and he's like, haha. That's just the kind of cat Link is. He's more predatory than Zelda is.
I wonder if I wasn't here to stop him, and you did end up falling down, and he lunged at you. I wonder if he could actually... Never mind. Forget it.
No.
No.
Link wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't eat you.
He's just playing.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
He sees me as the leader of our tribe.
Oh, okay.
I'm the alpha cat.
You are the alpha cat.
Yeah.
Zelda sees you as a cat.
Even though Zelda's like the oldest member of the tribe or whatever, in his eyes, he still attacks her.
Maybe he's trying to replace both you and Zelda to be the alpha cat himself.
I don't know.
Zelda's the eldest cat, and you're the eldest human, so he feels like he'll take over both of your roles.
Well, he's the youngest, so I mean, and also he's a boy cat. Boy cats fight more than girl cats do. Like, they play more, they're rougher.
He's like Scar.
Scar.
He's gonna wait till some wildebeest come and then push you and Zelda into them.
Long live the king. No, he's not Scar.
Yes, he is.
He's a sweet boy.
Is he though? He
he roughhouses. That's what boys do.
Okay.
He roughhouses.
Oh, look at he looked over here.
Yeah, because he knows he roughhouse. He's a rough boy.
Are you a rough boy, Link?
You guys are doing great. You're almost at 1,300. Let's keep going. See? It's that simple, guys and gals. All you have to do is watch the shorts in the background and boom, everything stabilizes. It's amazing. You went from 1090 to 1,300 in the span of like less than 10 minutes. See? It's very possible.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. And if other YouTubers had their audience do that, then their streams wouldn't, like, strangle their channel and put a bag on it.
Luke, you can't say that!
What? It's a channel. What? That's what's happening to the channel.
Luke, that's horrible! You mean something with air holes, though.
What? No, it's asphyxiation.
Oh, a paper bag with lots of air holes in it.
The channel is not a living thing. It's
Please.
just an illustration of
I
suffocation.
don't want to be illustrated about that. Now I'm having flashbacks to an episode of Hercules.
What?
There was an episode of Hercules in which a princess killed her own father. It was absolutely disturbing.
Pillowcase?
I have never seen in a episode of anything as disturbing as that in my life.
Have you never seen a Perot thing? Paro? Like, I mean, even Monk.
Oh yeah, you're right. They did do that.
There's all those. Like, I grew up with shows like Murder She Wrote, and I saw a person get killed with a pillowcase.
Oh, please!
What? I'm just saying. I saw a Korean drama once.
Oh my gosh!
Where somebody put somebody in a trunk with a plastic bag on their head.
Whoa.
What? I'm just saying.
I can't talk about this. So, my Hello Kitty game stream is doing pretty well. It's almost at 1,000. So I had a nice time making friends in that game and doing things that are non-offensive and sweet, like making food for each other and decorating people's houses.
Huh.
Things that normal humans would talk about.
Normal humans, huh? Uh-oh. I didn't get enough coinage.
Now I'm not sleeping anywhere near you at this point.
What?
I don't think I'm gonna end up... I don't know. Now I'm disturbed.
Disturbed about what?
I'm disturbed. I can't think about this.
Disturbed about what?
Nothing.
You're so weird. It's a great analogy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because that's what's happening. It's like... Channel is slowly...
Blue.
What? I can't help it. There's spooky stuff in the game right now.
I really hope that Kappa leaves again, then you'll have to be G-rated again.
Ha!
If Kappa is gone, we're going back to G-rating. And I'm going to cut everything out about that on this stream. I'm going to painstakingly go through every stream and everything will be rated G again.
Yeah, no, that's never happening.
I certainly hope it is. I'm going to pray for that to happen, just so we won't have conversations like this ever again.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with what I said.
Yes, there is. It puts a horrible picture in people's minds.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be horrible.
For months.
This is my life. This is what I see the channel as every day.
I don't see it like that.
See a sickly person walking around, and all of a sudden somebody in a black van comes and throws a bag over its head.
Luke, I'm leaving.
What? I'm just saying. Wait, are you wearing your dress over, like, sweats and stuff? Just wear your dress. Ah! Dun 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 dun. I'm a boy. I am rough. Don't like it. What? Okay. Whoops. Wait, I only have 5 coins. This is gonna be a problem. That's weird. That's weird. That's worse. Wait, did he just take my coins? He took my coins. Out of my way, princess. I have to collect coinage. Wait, there's no coins to collect anymore. How am I supposed to get 25 coins with no coin? Oh. Weird. Maybe there's coins over here? Nope, there's no coins over here. Get the monkey! Whoops. just not very good at this. I don't think I'm gonna beat the monkey this time. The monkey is so far ahead. I think so. I can't see right now because I'm racing terribly right now. You threw what? Nani? Did somebody hit me with a blue shell? Oh my gosh, they did! And they took all my coins! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my coins anyway. Oh no. Wait, did they get hit by the blue shell and not me? Yay! I'm still back where I was though, because now Monkey Boy's ahead of me. Well, that's not good. Wait. Sorry guys, I'm really bad at this. What? It's true, I'm not very good at it. Well, isn't that what happens in Monster Hunter? An ice monster killed you. I thought Mitzi wasn't in it yet. Oh. Sounds like fun. I said it sounds like fun, but it won't get any views tonight if I do it. Also, I think, isn't VG Shine tonight? There's VG Shine tomorrow.
If you wanted to get random views late at night, you would read it.
Who? I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who top people are. Oh, I managed to get first, but I didn't get enough coins! Now, how many coins do I have to get in total? I have to get 125? Can we stop talking about Chris Pratt, please? Man, it's really hard to keep all these coins, even in 50 cc's. Stop taking my coins, you jerk! Nah! I'm gonna keep losing all the coins. They're not giving any coins, really. I think those flat things on the road are supposed to be coins. Nah! You didn't do any of it?
No.
Okay, alright.
I streamed it at 12:45 and it took me till 3 o'clock.
Okay, alright, Amber. Okay. So you're over-explaining it. All you have to say is, you don't have to make excuses, you just have to say, well, because when I went to bed, it looked like you were doing it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, views is how you get paid. Views is how you get paid, so yeah. I don't like this course.
Well, before I should instead of 3,000.
Thank you. Okay, Amber. Okay, I'm doing the best I can with what we have. Thank you. That's important because I needed food, so thank you for making this stuffing. Okay, Amber. Why did he not jump? I hate Rainbow Road. Amber, don't talk to me right now, please. I can't concentrate. I have to get a certain amount of coins, and I have to get first place. Okay, guys, one last push with the shorts for this time. Hello, Link. Okay, so what did that do? Alright, so that's done. Hopefully we got enough coins to... Otherwise we have to do this all over again. No, I don't think I pulled it off. I mean, I got first, but I don't think I got enough coins. We'll find out. If it says extra unlocked, then that means I did it. Yes, thank you. Okay, there we go. Yay! Extra unlocked. I barely pulled it off, though. Oh, they're gonna do this again. Alright, great job, guys and gals. Keep it up. You're doing fantastic. Doing great. Alright, so whenever you complete the special cup, they do this. Hooray. Can I skip this? No. Oh wait, yes I can. Good. When I do the special cup on, whatever, we'll do that. Let's do Donkey Kong next. Actually, Ouija. Audio. Okay, so we have extra and we have extra. Extra, extra. So we have these two left. So extra star cup. Okay, SNES Star Cup. Bam. Luigi! Ho ho ho! I'm gonna win. Probably. Now I don't have to worry about collecting any... Why is it shaking like this? Is this like an emulation issue, or did it always shake? The Arctic is like an earthquake. This feels like bad emulation. Like, is it? Because it didn't. Well, I have to submit them to her. And I didn't write everything out. I just collected all the statements. That. Okay. I don't, maybe today's Wednesday? I don't know what today is. It's the 9th, whatever day the 9th is. I think they had a problem emulating this. It's not supposed to be an earthquake here in the middle of the ice world. I really feel like this wasn't supposed to be bouncing up and down like this. You want a new Star Fox? I mean, you can always play Star Fox Zero, but the motion controls weren't very good. No. No, I'm not. Let's go. Bye-bye. Excuse me, Toady. Oh, wow, that's... They made Bowser's castle background look interesting. Boop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't steal my coins, you little toady. No stealing oh, shoot. Look at that. Look at that little monster taking all my, coin, or my special blocks. Wait, did he take my coins? You little punk. $16 coins. Ah, yes, the banana. The most common weapon in Mario Kart. And somehow managed to take down the enemy. Ah, that's always funny. 22 coins. So then, guys, I guess tomorrow's Double Dash. Might be Wednesday today. I will check after this race. Oh. Oops. Oh, they don't have a fake block? Okay, that's good. You hear AVGN raging? What, he didn't like Mario Kart Super Circuit? Today's Wednesday the 9th, Amber. Huh? Alright guys, keep the shorts up, you're doing good. Bowser's Castle, Super Nintendo. Next up, Star Cup, SNES. I don't know where we are. Oh, and Ambi, in the right burner there was white paper. You were probably going to use the left anyway, though. What, Sweet Pea? Linky, don't do that. Man, they did 5 laps back then? Really? Huh. Oh, probably because the courses were smaller. So you go in a loop. Okay, I see how it is. So that's how it was. Because I don't think you do 5 laps anymore. Usually it's 3 laps. Whoops. Come on, Bowser. Alright, there we go. And VG, are we doing your stream today or tomorrow? Do you remember? Oh wow, it's still not done. Go. Da 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 da. Whoa, careful, Toad, please. Dun, 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 dun. Couldn't tell if that was a shortcut or not. Whoa! Oh, they actually added the little jump thing itself. I don't know, sweetie. I know that, Amber. I know. Yeah, everything is 5 laps. So in later Mario Kart games, they just made the courses longer, and there was only 3 laps instead of 5. But I think that's how they got the music like stuck in people's heads from all those years ago. There we go. You could do either today or tomorrow. It's up to you. Amber, you want to do VG's thing tonight or tomorrow? Yeah, I know somebody's on the 11th. VG says he's free tonight or tomorrow. Okay, guys, one more course. I mean, one more race. Yeah, one more cup. And then that's the end of the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. You guys have any character you want to see for the last course? Do you have any particular character? I've been... Who's on the 11th? Alpha's the 11th. Yep. Naomi's the 13th. Yeah, Val is on Tuesday. And I think James is on Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, well, if you can do tonight, VG, let me know, okay? Alright, so today we were Wario, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Luigi. Yesterday we were Peach. So we haven't been Mario or Toad. I think we were Yoshi already too. You want Mario? Alright. For the final race. Final cup. Alright. Finale. It's Mario time. Extra special cup. Koopa Beach, Ghost Valley, Vanilla Lake, Rainbow Road. Alright, then, okay, tonight it is then, VG, that's fine. After Xenoblade. So when Xenoblade ends, then it would be your stream. That works. 11, 12. Xenoblade's very long. I never know how long it's gonna be. Oh, whoops. Not very good at steering away from those. Okay. Hmm? Oh no. Oh. I missed every single one of them. Mean. Oh. Oh no. I know you did. I never said that. Okay, well, I'm sorry if I said that. Okay, honey. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. Wow. They were right on my heels. Okay, good job, Mario. 4 courses left. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. They don't stand a ghost of a chance. Ha! Oops. What? What? Why? You jerk! You took all my coins! I might be able to recover from that. Toad kidding. Oh wait, no, that was the Yoshi sound effect. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that's too much falling. Pass me, Luigi, I dare you. Oh, no. So much rewinding, I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. There we go. And now there are 3 tracks left. Or is there 2? Oh, let's count. He took your coins? I don't need my coins for anything, though, do I? I don't think so. Yeah, I already unlocked the Super Nintendo stuff. There it is again. I don't remember the Super Nintendo courses shaking like this. I think this is an emulation issue. I'm sorry, honey. It happened to me last night during Gotcha Force. It's okay. Hi, vey. Well, that's not good. So they don't slow down when they're on the snow, but ah, no. Yeah, I know, Amber. Linky. Don't go attacking people, Link. Yeah, I'm seeing them, honey. Yes, I am. That was really close. Alright. Is this the last one now? Yeah, okay, this is the last one. Alright, let's do this. Let's end Mario Kart Game Boy Advance on a high note. Except I'm terrible at Rainbow Road. No, I don't like the music they did for Rainbow Road on the Game Boy Advance. It sounds terrible. The original sounded better. Like, the other tracks that they did for the Super Nintendo, they did a better job of, like, you know, updating them. I don't like the updated version of Rainbow Road for the Super Nintendo. It just sounds weird. It's like a whole... It feels like octave lower or something like that. It just sounds weird. The Monster Hunter? No, you didn't. Dang it. Okay, I thought I had that. Oh, wow. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm bad at Rainbow Road. Pretty bad. Ah! But see how the road's not flashing and stuff? Dang it. You take your eyes off the road for 1 second, you fall off. This is why they added rails in Rainbow Road on the N64. You need rails here. Oh, come on. How did he do... You... What? The man is like... Ugh. I'm braking like crazy and I'm still falling off. I shot Toad at the end because I can. Hooray! Alrighty. And then what we're gonna do, we'll redirect. Oh, it already is redirecting. Okay. That's great. Alright guys, so that's where Xenoblade is gonna be. Now, are they gonna do an ending credits thing because this was a special cup, or they only do that for the regular story? I guess we'll find out. Mario wins! Okay. Double Dash tomorrow. Which I am really out of practice of Double Dash. I don't think I've played Double Dash in a long time. Done. Congratulations! Ooh. Yeah, I didn't get very many coins. Oops. Nope, no ending credits. Oh! Yep, they do ending credits every time you finish the special thing. That's cool, that works. Alright, people. Thank you guys so much for watching our Mario Kart Super Circuit 3-stream mini-series on the road to Mario Kart World. The next Mario Kart game that will be showcased on this channel will be Mario Kart Double Dash, the Nintendo GameCube. And what made Double Dash so special is instead of you having individual racers for the game, you had a team. So the Mario Brothers were a team, Daisy and Peach were a team, Toad and Toadette, I think, Yoshi and Birdo, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, that kind of stuff. It was one person would throw the items, and the other person would drive, and I think that's how they did multiplayer too, was one person controlled how you attacked people, and the other one drove. At least I think that's how they did it. But in single player, you could press a button and switch to the character that had the items to throw stuff. It was Double Dash. Courses were really fun, the music was great. It was a really fun game. Yep, so Xenoblade will be next. You guys will be redirected to that. Make sure you click the link for that. Thank you to the people who super chatted for this stream. You guys are breathtaking. So shout outs to Daffy, Nico, and Sons of Gaming for renewing his membership. So that's great. Oh, man. Brings back memories. So if you're looking at the ending credits for the Special Cup here, it's actually showing you all the Super Nintendo courses that you drove through. Whereas when you do the ending credits for... There's two types of ending credits. You got the Super Nintendo ending credit track, and you've got the regular Special Cup one. So they're showing you different versions of Wait, did it say Bill Trinan was a beta tester? Hold up. Hold up. Localization department. So that was the treehouse. So Bill was always way back then on the Game Boy Advance? Wow, Bill's old. Sorry. I was like, wait, localizer. Yeah. Interesting. It's kind of funny that somebody who started out as a localizer of Nintendo ended up becoming the vice president of Nintendo. That's really interesting. Talk about a lot of promotional opportunities within a company, huh? A dude who could translate Japanese ended up becoming the vice president of Nintendo after like 25 years. Something like that. That's crazy. That's really cool. I like Bill. I think Bill would make a great Nintendo president, personally. I've met Bill like once or twice. He's a really nice guy. We were supposed to meet Miyamoto and Iwata that one year, but we couldn't get to them. So Bill was like, I'm sorry, people, but Iwata and Miyamoto-san are like, you can't get to them. So press, please reschedule. If you had an appointment to play this game, come with me. We still can get you time on the game. And that's how we met Bill. He was basically doing like crowd control. But he was very nice. He didn't like yell at anybody. There was a problem on the show floor at E3, and like I think it was a Smash Brothers announcement or something. I don't remember what it was. But Amber and I got hands on like some type of Nintendo game that year. I think it was a 3DS game. I don't remember. So Bill like ushered us like forward, and then Krista came and got us. Krista Yang. But yep. That's the end of Mario Kart. Well, Mario Kart Super Circuit. And I believe we got 1,000 views, so we'll be doing more Mario Kart tomorrow. Yep, there you go. The stream got 1,000 views, so... All rights, including the copyrights of game, scenario, music, and program reserved by Nintendo. Yahoo! Xenoblade is next. Yeah, so that's my fun Bill story. We only met him like once or twice. We knew Krista really well. I'm talking to the audience, honey. No, I'm talking to the audience. Well, yeah, but I was vamping to get what I needed to. Alright, people. That's it for Mario Kart. Game Boy Advance. It was fun. I just want to see what year it was. I think this was 2005. Was this 05? 2001! Wow. Okay. Wow, Mario Kart Super Circuit was pretty early then. So it went 1992 for Mario Kart, 1996 for Mario Kart 64, 2001 was the Game Boy Advance game, and then Mario Kart Double Dash was probably 2004 maybe? 2003? Wow. Alright guys and gals, see you on Xenoblade. Thanks so much for watching.